And we're live recording.
Welcome, everyone.
Welcome,
Hello,
welcome.
ladies.
Hello. Can't say Grand Rising. Can you say
I know,
Grand
right?
Rising in the
Grand
afternoon?
Rising, because when you're listening, the sun's coming up. Grand Rising. Ha!
The sun been up, girl. About to go down.
About to be a
Grand Rising
sunset.
somewhere. Right?
True.
Look at Claudia. She didn't match with us. She didn't get the memo.
Nope. I
Sorry,
know,
I'm
green.
purple.
Oh, purple's nice.
Green and
My
purple.
two favorite
Cool.
colors. Oh, isn't that crazy? My two favorite colors, when I think I was the most confident, I had the most confidence in myself. My favorite colors was green and purple in
Nice.
junior high.
Yeah, I
There
remember.
you go.
Wow,
It
that's
ties in
nice.
with today's topic.
Confidence.
Hey.
Hi, everyone.
Welcome to Shut Up and Thrive, the podcast that will inspire you to live your best life.
Three best friends who have been growing, motivating, and inspiring each other.
I'm Vanilla. I bring the fun.
And this is Claudia, the passionate one.
And your girl Mayara, sprinkling in the creativity.
When you listen to Shut Up and Thrive, it will remind you of your chats with your own BFFs.
Join in every week as we discuss all the things that make you want to shut up and thrive.
So, are you ready?
Let's get into the conversation.
Ooh, ooh. All right. So let's get into this conversation, guys.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's get the show on the road.
Show on the road.
All right, guys. So today I thought we'd come together and have a discussion on confidence. Well, I say confidence, but I think we're mainly going to focus on self-confidence, right?
Right.
So of course, with any topic that we have, I looked up the definition of confidence.
Look at
Tell
you
us.
doing your
I
homework.
do my homework. I have quite a bit of notes, so I did.
Oh, and let me say, you
I did
came
homework.
confident too. You were like,
Very. So that
let's
yeah.
do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
So
of
cute.
course I can't have a discussion about confidence and not have
No.
it.
So cute. All right, let's do it.
Okay, confident Diane. Let's go. Tell us.
It's sparkling all over her. I think you see.
Sparkling water.
I
She
know.
did warn us though. She did warn us. She was like, well, it's time to get cute.
Oh
Right,
yeah,
Maya?
I did say that. No, I didn't warn you. I wanted to confirm because I was not
Yeah,
looking
she
like
confirmed,
this.
warning everybody.
No, I was not looking like this.
We're
I was like,
recording,
okay,
right?
yeah, I guess I should get cute, right?
Mhm.
All right, anyway, so the definition of confidence is the feeling or belief that one can rely on someone or something. It also means firm trust. I found another definition that's very similar. And I feel like this one is going to be more of what we're going to talk about today because it focuses more on self. It is a feeling of self-assurance arising from one's appreciation of one's ability or qualities. So it's under confidence, but I feel like that's more self-confidence. So
Do you want the Google definition real quick?
Oh, there's quite a few definitions. I did Google it, so I'm not sure if you have a different one. Please
I
share.
have a relationship with yourself where you are comfortable and acceptable of who you are, regardless of what others think, but you must really believe it. That might be my own definition.
What?
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
You must really believe it. I said that must be my own definition.
What?
I thought it was Google.
You must really
No, the beginning is
believe it.
probably Google.
I don't know, girl. Take credit for it. Take credit.
But you must really believe it. Vanilla.
Oh my gosh, I can't. All right. Let's get back to the conversation. So I wanted to ask you ladies, what do you think makes you confident?
What makes me confident is, let me see if I wrote it down. I guess I'm gonna start with, because I believe in myself. So I think it makes me confident to think I believe in myself, like a big start. I believe that I'm beautiful. I believe that I'm smart. I believe that I'm friendly. I believe that I have plenty of friends, right? I believe I have a family that loves me. So that all those stuff makes me confident. But then there's the question, how do I show that I'm confident? That, probably changes, right?
That's a different topic.
Yeah.
I mean, a different question.
A different question about confidence. Yeah.
How about you,
How
Claudia?
about you?
I think myself, actually, the things that I've experienced and the way I've been able to thrive through it. So that gives me a little bit more confidence in myself. So yeah, I think the challenges that I have been faced with, if I've been able to manage it, I can build a little bit more confidence every time. So it's like my character.
So Naya's question was,
what makes you confident?
so you saying, see, I think you're saying like all the challenges you been through, and you
Overcoming challenges.
overcome them. That proves good, nice. Naya,
Yeah. No, I agree with all of you. Obviously, how I view myself, right? My self-esteem, what I think of myself, right? Like you, Vanilla, am I beautiful? Am I smart? So all those qualities that I think I have. And so your experiences over the years helps build confidence, but also like I think the knowledge that I've gained too, knowing that I know things, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I actually know stuff about this, I know stuff about that, and just having that knowledge also makes me confident.
Yes.
So let's flip it now. What do you think would make you not confident? What are some things that, I mean, it doesn't have to be you specifically, but just in general, like what contributes to a person not being confident?
I think the unknown, if you don't know what you're going into. So preparation is something that I myself, if I know I'm going to go for an interview, or if I know I'm going for a test, I know I don't know, talking to somebody about how to take care of certain thing, I need to have the knowledge of that thing to be able to feel confident enough to present my own opinions or my own knowledge. So not knowing is very scary, you know.
Mhm.
So it depends on what you're getting into, but you gotta be confident, right? You're gonna make the right decision.
Yeah, and it all depends with the situation that you're in too, right?
Yeah, so I agree, like not being prepared. Let's say you have to do a presentation at work. If you don't know what you're going to be talking about, or you haven't prepared, you haven't run through what your presentation is going to look like, you're going to go in there and not be confident in what you're talking about. So definitely that can ruin someone's confidence. But I mean, we can go even deeper too and say how others treat you
Yeah.
can ruin your confidence. Again, a lot of the topics that we talk about, these issues that people may have, can stem from childhood, right? So, like, how were you raised? Did your family members make you feel confident? You know, were people telling you that you're smart? Were people putting you down? Because that can affect your confidence too, right?
That's true.
Yeah.
So as a child, if you were trying something and instead of calling you stupid, the best thing to do is to like help you. Like, oh, you should have done it. This is how you do it, or let me help you do it
Yeah, definitely
better.
build your confidence.
Yeah, that builds your confidence. Like I've been seeing this thing on Instagram, like they talk about children doing something dangerously with caution. You know, that's how kids learn. So if you're doing something dangerously with caution and someone is doubting you that you're gonna fall or whatever it is, the situation, oh no, you can't do
Like
it.
a young
That
child
kind of,
hiking,
yeah,
for example, like a tough hike for a young kid.
yeah, and
Yeah.
it makes you like retrieve yourself, like, oh no, I can't do it because they said I can't do it.
Mhm.
But if you're doing it the right way, you're able to do it with confidence, and that's how your confidence builds. Actually, when you do something and you overcome it, I see that a lot, I guess.
You see that a lot, like happening around you, you're saying?
Yeah, in myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, as parents,
Yeah.
we can tend to be like overly cautious. We don't want our kids to get hurt. I mean,
Mhm.
we don't want them to get hurt, so we might try to shield them from trying new things, or doing things that's a little bit outside of our comfort zone. But doing things that are outside of our comfort zone is what helps us to build our confidence.
Hmm.
So like the unknown that Claudia was talking about, yeah, there's a lot of unknowns, but when you put yourself in that position, you actually get through it. You're like, wow, I did that. You know what I mean? Like I did it. So now that adds a little bit more to your confidence. So when you think of like extroverts and introverts, do you think introverts are not as confident as extroverts? Or do you think extroverts are confident, or does it
I
even matter?
haven't really thought about it deeply, right? But I always thought real quick, introverts show that they're confident more than extroverts do. So I never thought that extroverts didn't, that weren't confident, but they just didn't do a good job showing it, you know,
You mean
that they were confident.
introverts don't show their confidence as much as extroverts?
Mm-hmm.
That's
Why?
true.
And maybe, no, that's what you asked me, what I think about them. How do they show their confidence, right?
So when you look at two people, one is an introvert, one is an extrovert, you assume that
So I never
extrovert.
assumed that one was more confident
Okay.
than the other, but I said I always think that somebody who's a extrovert does a better job showing their confidence, portraying their confidence. Rather, somebody who's an introvert could be very confident, but
You don't know.
doesn't really have the ability to show you that they're confident. They'll demonstrate it, they'll prove it to you, they'll sit in the back and listen and be great, right? Within themselves because they're very confident, but doesn't come out and like show you their confidence. Which
Okay,
I
that's
notice on a lot of people who, for example, I think they have everything to be as confident as possible, just like knowledge and beauty and family, love, right? But they're really still very quiet to the back and not, unless they have to come forward. That's
But
why we think I think that's why we think that extroverts are more
more
confident.
confident because of what
See,
they're showing. But an extrovert can just be not acting, but like maybe they're telling jokes or at the center of the party because they're distracting from something
yeah,
deeper, right? But I
true.
guess it's more of like how we as a
Perceive.
society define confidence. So that takes us to like, how do you know someone is confident?
Hmm.
Like when you see people, like what makes you feel like, oh, that's a confident person?
A trustworthy person, someone you can trust. Some comes to me as confident. Someone who I think teachers, like if you ask me, who do you think is confident? I think teachers are very confident.
Why?
What I don't know because
Because they have to stand up and present all the time.
no, that's not all teachers do. Stand up and
No,
present.
I mean because they
They,
do that every day.
maybe.
They're
I don't know.
knowledgeable. They got to
Yes.
be knowledgeable in order to teach.
Oh, okay. So yeah. No, teachers, to me, they're confident. If you're not a very confident person or have confidence in yourself, I think it's kind of hard to teach, right? Don't you think? No? Okay.
No, because you could just know a lot of things and just be able to just regurgitate that information to people.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You're just knowledgeable in that subject. But I think confidence is more than just knowledge, it's a bunch of things. You know what I mean?
Well,
But I think,
definitely confidence is a bunch of things. So we will
but I do
kind of bring
think
it to the
like, yeah,
self-confidence
but I do
aspect.
think too that like people who always speaks like who always tells the truth. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Because as humans, I'm sure every one of us has told a lie at some point in our lives, even if it's a little white lie. Like people lie, but people who constantly tell the truth, that no matter what, they're gonna tell the truth. You have to be confident because sometimes
Amen.
there's
Yes.
things that you don't want to say. You know what I'm saying? Like
And
you
then
have to
there's
be a
people
confident person.
super confident that will do something crazy and will admit that,
Yeah,
yes,
that's what I'm
and
saying.
forgive them. But yes, I admit to committing that crazy thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
it definitely is.
I wanted to bring up a couple of things. The first of which is Jay Shetty. Was it me that shared it? I don't know. One of us shared one of his posts. We all love Jay Shetty here. And
And his wifey too.
yeah, she's so cute. So the synchronicity. What is the word I'm trying to say?
Synchronicity.
See now, whatever Claudia be having,
Synchronicity.
whatever Claudia be on is coming to me now. Because now I can't
Yeah.
even.
I'm glad I'm rubbing off on you. Yes.
Making words, synchronicity. No, that's not.
No, that's your word.
That's your word.
I don't want to say like the coincidence. I don't want to call it a coincidence, but there's a better word for it, and it's
It starts like that. It sounds like that. Yeah.
sync. But I just can't finish it. But either way, after we decided to talk,
synchronizing
after we
thing.
decided to talk about this particular subject, he makes a post related to confidence.
He's
Yay.
listening to us.
Yes, the universe is listening. So he shared
Oh,
4
JJ.
habits. Yeah, he shared 4 habits that we can all incorporate into our lives to help us with improving our confidence.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
So yeah, so the first one he said is thankfulness. So thanking and expressing gratitude to the people that have helped you, it will make you realize how loved you are. So like when you mentioned in the beginning, you know you're a confident person, Vanilla, because you know that you're loved, among other things. So, just making sure that we're always being thankful goes back to expressing gratitude. And you'll start to notice a recurring theme where gratitude is like the baseline for everything you want in your life. If anything positive that you want, you definitely want to incorporate some type of gratitude. So that's the first thing. The second thing is choose inspiration.
Oh, my favorite word.
So he says, choose inspiration over anything else. Listen to a podcast, read a book, learn something instead of mindlessly scrolling on social media. So, make it a point to try and learn something new every day, right? Be inspired, something that inspires you. Again, that will help increase your confidence.
Listen to that audiobook then. He's always like, audiobook, audiobook, audiobook.
Yeah, I've already recommended like 10 books up until this point. So y'all should have a whole list of books that you're reading. Okay,
Not
the
yours.
third thing is something that we recently talked about as well, which is meditation.
Oh, you see, Jay Shetty gets it,
He
man.
knows. So he says
Think
to
like a monk.
act like a monk.
Act like a monk.
He says to take some time out to check in with yourself. So
Oh, perfect.
that's a good way of
Read
looking
that
at
one again.
meditation. Take some time out to check in with yourself.
That was the last tip?
No, that's part of
That's the third.
meditation.
Oh, yeah.
So I said that's a good way to look at meditation, as time that you're taking to check in with yourself.
Oh, yes. That's how I like to see it.
And then the last one, Claudia will like this one. He said to move, to exercise and sweat.
Yes, I knew I liked him.
Yeah.
I'm
so I
getting ready
thought
to
that's cute.
sweat.
You're going
We have
to exercise?
we have 1 month. We gotta be
I
super confident,
know.
ladies. We have like 40 days,
Yes.
no, 39
I already
days
started my training, so I don't know where you guys
know.
been.
now. I want us to go dance and sweat it.
Pole dancing.
We do
That can
but-
increase your confidence, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
And speaking of that,
must be.
the last thing I want to talk about, because again, synchronicity.
Synchronization. Like,
I'm gonna
Go
learn
get
this
the
word. So I've already shared with you ladies, and I'd like to share with the audience. A girl came to my feed. She pops up on my feed. Instagram loves to suggest all these things. Anyways, so this girl, this woman, her name is Mayara, and her, I guess, Instagram and YouTube is Mayara Healing Arts. And she focuses on helping people with their sexual energy. So you might be wondering, okay, y'all are talking about confidence. So why are you bringing sexual energy?
it was me last time.
What?
Remember?
Who kept bringing it up?
No, with
the one who brought it up.
I was like, no, last time I was like sex. Let's talk about sex.
Yeah, I know you were. Well, this is
meeting.
I mean, I think this can like lead into a separate discussion. I know we've touched on the chakras, right? The seven main chakras. And well, let me dial it back a little bit. So, her post shows up on my feed, and she was promoting a webinar that she was going to be having called Elevate Your Life and Sexual Energy. So, whatever, I started hearing her talk, and, it sounded very interesting. I'm like, what is this girl talking about? And then I did join the webinar. So I guess I kind of knew this, but it just put it into perspective for me, where in the webinar, she was talking about how, our sexual energy is our creative life force energy, right? So that's the energy we use to create life, to have a baby, and all these things. But that's also the same energy that we use to birth like projects and ideas and things like that. And so again, going back to confidence, like if you have, you know, your sacral energy is open and it's not blocked, right? You're able to have this confidence in yourself to create new things and put things out into the world. You're able to like have, you know, positive sexual experience and be comfortable with your sexuality. So all that started tying into the whole confidence issue. But I thought it was very interesting how she mentioned like you use that same energy to birth things like creativity and ideas and, you know, in your work and your hobbies and everything. Like that's the energy that you use. So cultivating that energy and really working through it can really help, number one, boost your confidence, and number two, be able to, you know, fulfill and live out all the desires that you have in your life. So she has of course that training that she had was free, but you know, everybody who has a training always has a
Pay for
always
this.
promotes the
Yeah.
paid part of it. So in this training, she kind of just gave like an overview of things you can do to help you really cultivate that energy to be able to elevate your life. And she has a 4-step framework. The first thing you want to focus on, right? And she says, you know, when she works with people, like everybody wants to learn about like, okay, what are the things I can do to improve my sex life? You know, what are the like tantric sex and all that stuff? Like people want to go to that right away. And she's like, no, that's actually the last step. You know what I mean? The first step is to illuminate, she calls it. And this ties in with like shadow work, like really just like bringing what's in the shadow to the light, right? So going back, whatever that method is for you, whether it's journaling, therapy, or whatever, her program, she walks you through everything. But it makes sense in anything you're dealing with. It's always recommended to kind of go in, right? Go deep and figure out what's in your shadow, right? Do that shadow work. So that's number one. Number two is align. So
That's another topic too. We will talk about that.
yeah,
This
that's
is
what I'm saying. Like
fascinating.
I want to just touch on it here and introduce it, but I
Yeah.
really think that moving forward, like we want to continue to explore the different chakras. So this
Yeah,
is
and
just
our audience can
one
let
of
us know
them.
if they think it's a great idea to
Yeah,
talk about
definitely.
it. Let us know what you
Let
want
us
us to talk
know. Leave
about.
us a comment. Hit us up on social media.
I'm on movie today.
But anyways, just to wrap us up. So the second step is to align yourself with your higher power. No, sorry. Align yourself with your higher self. So
Align
again,
yourself with your higher self. Oh, that's beautiful. That's a lot of
that's an
meditation.
interesting. That's what I'm thinking. Probably through meditation you get there, right? And
Yeah.
then the third step is to harmonize with yourself and your relationships with
With
others. So
others. Oh my God.
yeah, so really just exploring the types of relationships you have with other people. If you have negative relationships, try and resolve them, so on and so forth. So these are all things to help you to quote unquote unblock that sacral chakra and really use that life force energy for good. And then finally is the elevate, which is the last step. And she basically says you elevate your sexual experience.
Why not, huh?
Wow.
Yeah, so there's a lot more that she covered in that webinar. But it was interesting how she kind of tied everything to like creation and, you know, just being creative and
Yeah.
birthing things and
And
how
I'm
that helps with
so,
confidence.
yeah, and I'm pretty sure another kind of almost like another method of the Brazilian girl you just explained.
Mm-hmm.
There is like not just meditation, but a whole ritual, maybe you would say, that you would like steam your confident part down there. And
Your
just
confident buyer.
there's
Mhm.
like herbs and woods
Yeah.
that
Yep.
just cleanses it, you know, and tightens it and nourishes it while you do meditation to open it up and release it and all
Like
that good stuff,
physically open
you
it
know,
up.
specifically for us women. Yeah.
Please don't.
Yes, Claudia, what do you mean though? It's beautiful.
It is. It
It's
sure is.
sacral and yoni work. Naya mentioned the shadow work, yoni work
Mm-hmm.
is yoni. I think it's I hope
Yanni.
I'm saying it right.
I mean, you could say what it is,
Yeah,
girl.
yoni,
Oh.
yoni, it's something like that. Work, yoni. Yeah.
And that's for women.
So,
Guys
and I
too
believe,
can.
yeah, it's true. When you're confident, I don't know if you can feel confidence in your body. Okay,
Yes.
that's it. Especially when you're meditating, right? They're like, let's get grounded.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. It's how we are feeling grounded to to our feet flat and feeling that energy, right? Of our feeling like the roots are going steep. And then when you're sitting in that position, it's our sacral part that's touching the ground. So, and that's the birth of it all. That's it. That's all. That's all it is, really. That's confidence. That's life. That's trust. That's feelings that firm, like they say, that firm trust. It's that
Mm-hmm.
root.
Mm-hmm.
So when I meditate, don't you guys feel like a hot energy right in your sacral
Yanni.
area? And you're yawning. Yes.
Yeah, my Yanni be hot, baby.
Yeah. So doing works to make it feel better will boost your confidence. We promise you that, girl. I've never tried it, but I need to. See, that's one tip that we have for boosting your confidence. Get your yoni, light some incense, and get your yoni right.
Meditate.
Meditate, Claudia. Thank you.
It's step 3 in her process. So
Got some work to
Yeah.
do.
Do
So
some
when you
homework.
walk into a room,
Mhm.
how do you feel? Like, let's say you're going into a conference, and
You in meetings and work and
because those are
conference
my
situations.
experiences, I can only talk about my experience.
No, you've had
And you know
experiences.
that you're going to meet important people, and you're just the little people because that's how they treat you. You're the
Girl,
little
no,
people.
like Naya
But
says,
wait, can
go
you listen to
within.
them?
Sorry, but
you're
like go
not,
within.
yeah, you're not a little person.
Well,
Again,
no,
your
No, look at
confidence.
Naya. Cut her off too
well,
so she
you
doesn't
guys are
like
cutting me off. I'm
punch
not
me
getting
down.
to my point. So, like,
Sorry,
you're
baby.
going
Go
into
ahead.
a meeting where there's CEOs and all of that. So, in the midst of them, the ideal is that you're the ones that do the work, and they're the ones that just say, boom, boom, yep, up, sign your check. So, when you walk in a room, what's going to give you that confidence to have that conversation with that CEO that's signing your check? Like, how do
Yeah.
you deal with that? Have you
Your
have you ever
confidence is
had that?
I
Yeah.
work hard so you can have that money to write me that check.
Mhm.
So you can sign
Yeah,
that
I
check.
mean, I think like for my own experience, my confidence obviously has grown over time, right? But I think it all comes with your perspective. Yes, they are the CEO. Yes, they quote unquote run the company, but to me, like you're a person just like me. You know what I mean? Like we're both people and you have your job, I have mine. Granted, your job has more power, but I'm confident in the job that I have has importance too. I know that I bring value, that what I do is just as important as what you do. So I think having that perspective, of course, you're gonna be a little nervous. That's normal, but to lack confidence because they are a CEO, no, at least not this point in my life.
Yeah, it's good. And I think we all want to get to that point. But I get you too, Claudia. But I'm not
Intimidating.
there, right? It's
Mhm.
intimidating. It's like I'm not confident enough because, like we mentioned earlier in the beginning, you wasn't brought up believing that, that you didn't have to feel like that when somebody was at a greater power place than you.
Well, I've been in that position where I feel that my name needs to be known to that person. And my colleague is like, no, what are you doing? Why did the city you don't we don't cross the line and go there. I said, see you later. I'm gonna go talk to him. So
That's right.
that's
So
that's a
I get you, yeah.
confidence that a lot of people lack,
Mhm.
in the work world. They feel like they're the little ones, nobody wants to hear from them, their names should not be thrown out there, even though they should like present themselves. So I've been in situation where colleagues was have been like, no, we don't sit up there, we sit back here. I'm gonna be up there, come find me. And I've taken some with me, like, oh my
I
god,
was gonna say
Claudia,
you. I'm sure you
I
boost some up
of
with you,
course I
like
have. I'm like, oh my
Mhm.
God, Claudia, we can't sit up here. Why not? It doesn't have a name. Like we can sit
not
here. I can see
reserved.
them here. I want their eyes to lock eyes with me. I want
Mhm.
them to know that I'm here, even though I'm the little one that's doing the work. I want them to know that. So you want them to know that. So that comes a lot in growth because over the years, I couldn't do that. I was that introvert. I knew everything because I observe everything and I read and I stay quiet. My voice wasn't heard. So I can't tell you what switched that confidence in me, but there is something that switched that I needed to be presented in the front. You will not catch me in the back unless I choose to be in the back, and there's a purpose for me to be in the back. But mostly, I want you to know my name. I want to walk in that room and be the only person that you leave there thinking about, like, damn, I want to go find out what she does. You know what I'm saying? So that's the type of confidence we need to build out there. And that's the switch that I can't tell anyone. I can't tell you or our listeners that they're going to make it happen tomorrow. It's going to be something within you that again, we all go within to look at what's going on with our lives. So look at what's going on with your life. If you're stuck in a position that you know you deserve more because you put in the work. And I know I've put in work in agencies that I've done and not had credit for, but they always knew my name, always,
Hi, Claudia.
because I made
Claudia.
that known. You
That's
know what I'm
right.
saying? I want to make it known and I want us to continue to build that confidence. And this is why we decided to do self-esteem years ago with our youngers. If you
Yeah.
could build one person's confidence with one action, why not? You know what I'm saying? Be the one to take that first step to show them, like, yeah, we can sit up here. Yeah, we can introduce who we are. We don't have to wait for them to introduce themselves. Let them be curious to be like, whoa, she works in clerk and she's sitting up here talking to the president about blah, 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 blah. So build that confidence within yourself to put yourself out of your comfort zone. And you see how much more confident you will become that people can't tear you down. And that's the goal.
Mm.
Sorry, I got a little motivated on that.
No, that's good.
Yeah.
I
No,
believe it too. And I kind of felt everything you said. And so it all ties to trusting yourself, right? Trust yourself. If you trust yourself, there's no way that you can't build your confidence and be confident about things that you do good at or that you have. Yeah.
but the other thing too that I think a lot of people like stops them from being confident is they're worried or focused on what other people are going to think, what other people are going to say, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
everyone,
Validation. That's right.
right. But I think you have to get to a point that you need to realize, and I try to tell my kids this all the time, that no one really cares about you. No one's really thinking about you as much as you think they are. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
everybody's worried about themselves. Yeah, you might be doing something that's quote unquote embarrassing, but it's literally just for the moment. The next day, the next hour, everyone's going to forget about it. Like no one is really going to bed thinking about you and your presentation or you doing this, you doing that. You just have to get over the fact of what is this person going to think? What are these people going to say? Because once you realize that they're not, they don't care about you start to be like, you know what? I'm going to do this for me because
Mm-hmm.
ultimately you have to do everything you do for you.
Yes, ma'am. I've been reading my book, Can't Hurt Me, from David Goggins. I recommend it.
Okay.
Um, this has a lot to do with self. So he is a Marines, all of it. The
Yeah, I know who he
SEALs.
is.
Oh my God, he's done it all and all for himself. He was fighting himself to be the best, and he's done miraculous things. So read that book if you have a chance. Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins. I am listening to it every day when I go for my 4 to 5 mile walk. And I've learned a lot. And I know that my characteristics falls with him. I don't work out for you. I don't do anything for you. I do everything for myself. And I've always been like that. My character has always been, Claudia, you got to be better than you. And as
And
I'm
only
getting
you. It's
older,
not
and only me.
comparing or
Yeah, I'm
competing.
not comparing. I'm not in competition. I've never been in a competition with anyone. And I can tell you with many experiences, I'm going to do what's best in my best. And if I could say I did my best, then I did my best. And if you win, you did
Self-assurance.
better than me. So Claudia, you got to come out better the next time. So it's never like animosity towards anybody for, getting a position, or, you know what I'm saying? I'm always cheering like, yay, you did such a good job. Now I learned I could do that one better than you next time. It's always a friendly competition. And I really believe that has built my confidence in over years, because people tell me, they're like, how are you so confident? And I can't tell them how I'm confident, but I've got to a point where everything switched. Instead of me, that introvert girl who never said anything when she should have said it, she's now in your face saying it when she needs to say it. But
it still comes like, I'm in your face.
I'm in your
Yeah.
face. Yep, you're going to know me. You're going to want to know who Claudia is.
Yeah, that's what
It's
they do
just a-
say. Confidence
just the
sparks
fun.
ambition. So yeah, it's fun. It's
Yes.
ambition to get what you want. And that's
Right.
exactly what you're demonstrating. You're
And
like
you'll
so
learn so
confident
much
that
more.
you come up as an ambitious person.
And healthy competition
Yeah.
and challenges helps boost
Yeah.
your confidence too. Like if you complete
Yeah,
a
it definitely
challenge,
helps, especially to somebody who's like a very confident, like introvert, for example. Just because they can't, sometimes they're not challenged, they don't really show it.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
you need to have that. You need to have someone to like
100%.
even from a young age. And I think we didn't just boost our confidence when we did the self-esteem program, but we knew that we could have been at where we wanted to be as far as confident when we were that age, and somebody was involved in our lives and telling us to believe in ourselves, right? To be sure of what you're good at, be sure of your abilities and love your abilities, be able to show them. And we wanted to show these little girls in our community that you need to,
and boys.
and boys, yeah,
Yes, our
to
boys.
be to have a positive self-esteem, because it's very
And it was
important from a young age.
interesting to see them, like the different variations of confidence they had, and then to see some of them, their growth, through like the first day to the end, where they had to like put on a presentation, you know what I mean? Like all the work we were doing with them is to get them prepared for that like final day. So to see their growth over that time was amazing too.
But yes, more about confidence and self-confidence. So Naya, how confident are you? How confident
I think
do you see from a scale 1 to 10?
Yeah.
How confident are you?
It depends on the situation. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, no, just overall
Overall,
situations. Like, I'm gonna get up in the morning, I'm gonna come back to bed, and it's gonna be a good day type of thing. Confidence.
oh, it's always gonna be a good day.
Yeah. So,
Okay, I'll say a
so
9.
overall,
I'll
nice.
say a 9.
Claudia, how confident are you?
I'm there with Nair.
I'm a 7. I need to be more confident.
That's it.
Girl.
Overall, I'm giving myself a thick 7. I wouldn't be
thick, not a thin one.
Skinny one.
She thick,
a
honey.
hard
She
7,
thick.
a hard 7.
A hard
Oh.
7.
Because 8 would be perfect. But like, yeah, I
What
could be more
can
confident in
bump it to an 8?
everything.
What? Because 8 is good, right? What
Yeah,
can
8
bump
is
it to an
good.
8?
Huh?
What would you need to feel like? What
The 8.
would get
I
you to an
would
8?
be a little toner physical shape.
Okay, so you
More
feel like
energy.
improving your physical body would help bring you to an 8.
Overall health, like having a good
Okay.
health overall, including mentally and physical and food wise, that would make me confident.
Okay, but that all seems like things that you can do
Change.
starting
Of course, we can
today.
do it. That I have started. I
We.
started every day.
You said
I'm
we.
working towards it.
That's work you need to
But you
do.
said
I know,
we're
don't be
8.
putting me into. I'm at a 9, honey. Don't bring me
Like,
into
that's
this.
work
Right,
we
but
can
right
do.
now, I
Did
guess
you
I'm
hear
talking about
that?
physical health.
Yeah,
That
you
is definitely
sneaking
what
it
I
in
can
like
start.
we can do it.
But we can, you know me. It's all
Yeah,
about we can do it.
like for me too. Like I feel like I always have room for improvement, but I'm
Yes.
happy with my health. I feel like I'm good.
No, my health is good, but I could definitely be
Better.
running
But
more
a
like
7
Claudia.
though? Like I think you can give yourself
You can
an
give
8,
yourself an
girl.
8
Like
Oh, thank you, ladies.
a
I'm
7?
glad
Yeah.
I'm hard. 7, yeah, 7. Because when I'm 8, I'm gonna feel I'm 8. And then from 8, there's no difference between really 9 and 10. Like, really?
Yeah.
What's 10? Walking around
Well,
like, hello, here I come.
Yeah,
No.
10 is like
I have
What's
any
you're
walking
that?
around
Yeah.
like, hello, here I come.
you're at the top of your game. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
Okay, top of my game is definitely that consistent at least 3 days a week. exercise, cutting down on junk food, and that's almost impossible to do.
That's not impossible.
It's impossible. And I don't want to do it.
There's a difference. You don't
Okay,
want to do it.
Okay, then you have to get to a point that you accept that this is who you are in terms of
I have
eating.
accepted that I'm going to eat chocolate and I won't stop eating chocolate. Yes.
But you have to
balance it with
not even balance, but like know that you can't have that stuff all the time. Like you're a grown woman. Like
not all the time, like 3 times a week.
Girl,
like,
that's a lot.
No, 3 times a week is
Once
fine.
a
If I'm
week.
gonna exercise 2 times a week, I'm gonna eat chocolate 3 times a week.
No, that's what I'm saying.
And then here's the thing too.
There's
Chocolate.
no balance.
What kind of chocolate? Is it dark
It's
chocolate?
not dark chocolate, trust me.
I
Is
find
it
every single chocolate.
Okay,
I
no.
love chocolate, all of them.
You know the good chocolate. That's good for you. That's
Yeah.
what you need to eat. Then you're fine. You could eat all the chocolate you want.
Good in my mouth.
But yeah.
But going back to seriousness about confidence, well, I was talking about my number 7. It's
Yeah,
hard.
we're trying to
Remember,
help
it's
you get
thick-
to a
I'm
9.
trying to help you get to 8
She's
and 9.
thick.
What? No, you
Hard.
were 9 because you were 9. I'm trying to get you to get to a 10.
Yeah, I'll get there.
Claudia, you too, Claudia. This side, you said it's around there with 9 years. So, but what is it? It's a 9. It's a 10.
Yeah, it's
It's
a
an
9. It's not a 10. Yeah, I'm not at a 10. When I know
So
when I'm
we'll
at a
get
10.
you at a 10.
Man, for me to get at a 10,
We'll
I
get
need
we
to-
at a 10 with you.
10.
Mhm.
I need to be in the position I want to be in life. I'm not there yet, so that's
But okay,
holding me back.
where
But
is
it's stuff
there?
I can
Okay.
get that.
Okay, this needs to be a conversation too, because where is there? Like, are we not always on a journey? Like, we're never gonna be there,
I
because once we
know, it's
quote unquote
true.
get there, we're gonna want something else. So
Something
why
else.
not just enjoy the journey and just keep growing?
Yeah, I think
Just-
that's why I think 9
Yeah.
is good, because I'm good with what's going on, but I know that I'm gonna want more, and then physically I'm getting on track, and I fall off track, and that's always my happiness. That builds my confidence even more, because again, I'm challenging myself every time I put on a pair of sneakers to head out there, gym or walk. There's a challenge there for myself, and I can't not beat it, because I do. And then coming
You can't,
home,
if you're at a 9, you can't be beating it. You should be feeling
I
good
beat
about
up.
all
I
of it.
beat my mileage, my
yourself.
time every time I go out
competition.
Or
there.
your
herself.
goals, your
My
competition
own,
with
yeah,
yourself.
my competition with myself. I do beat it, so it gets better and better. Less time doing it, and that's okay. I'm ready to run soon. I'm almost there. So there's a time limit for everything that I'm going through to be able to be where I need to be physically at a 10.
I
we're
don't
talking
think
about
I'll-
physically now. I was just talking about confident in general.
I don't think I'll
No,
ever
I'm
be at a
confident
10.
in general all the time. You know what I'm saying? Again, if I know something, I'm going to figure it out. That's just who I am. I'm not going to stop trying to figure something out. And I know people. I'm going to be like, yo, I'm going to ask you about it. You know it. So that's how you get to know information, is by talking and feeling confident to ask those questions. I believe I have that. Even with my daily day, I'm confident to deal with middle schoolers every day, even though they tire me out, but
Mhm.
I'm confident enough every day that I walk in there that I can handle what they throw at me. And most of the time I can. And when I can't, I tell them I can't take this anymore. And they're like, no, Miss Claudia, don't leave us.
But you have to have the confidence to be able to say, like, I'm done. This
Yeah.
is enough.
You got to have confidence to say you're done, or you're going, or you're moving, or you're questioning. You got to have those,
I'm moving on.
yeah, within you. It's got to be something that you built. Again, it's a switch. I think it happens in life at some point that you become confident in yourself, no matter what other people said. Like Naya said, if you're focusing about what the world is bringing to you, you will never bring your greatness to the world, because you're focusing on what they have to give and forgetting that you have so much more to give. And once you tap into that you have to give, can nobody hold you back. None. No matter what they say, they're not breaking you, So build that confidence, my people. Like, I'm serious. It's powerful.
Okay. You said switch, Claudia. So to switch the question around, right? It would be what? What overall you think is the one thing that messes with your confidence, lowers your confidence, or maybe something that you're not so confident about or with, but you would want to be?
So to like kind of touch on that question, I was going to say that, I said I'm at a 9, but I don't think I'll ever get to a 10. I don't think I'll ever be at a 10 because I feel like I'm always going to be put in situations where I'm not going to know everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like it's going to be testing me. It's going to be new to me. So that's my opportunity to build on my confidence. That's my opportunity to say, okay, do I have enough confidence to take on this challenge, or am I just going to not be confident and shy away from it? You know what I mean? So I feel like if you're a person that has this growth mindset and you're continuously learning, your confidence is not going to be the same all the time. You know what I mean? That's why I said I can't say this is my confidence, because when it comes to whatever, something I'm good at, yeah, my confidence is at a 10. Like, can nobody tell me different? But when it comes to something that I'm just learning, I might be at a 6 or 7.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I don't think I'm ever gonna be like, yes, I'm the most confident person in the world. It doesn't matter what it is. Like, yeah.
Yeah,
You
it
know?
depends on the situation. Definitely agree
It's
with you on
hard.
that one. Yeah,
It's
it's hard to
hard.
stay at a 9 or a 10 or get to a 10. We're here and we embrace it. And there are going to be times, like you said, things that are going to happen that's going to chip that confidence. It's never going to take it away because your confidence is always there. So it's in your mind. If you let your mind take over, you're never going to do anything because, like David Goggins said, you have the governor. You got to read the book now to find out what the governor is. The governor is your mind playing tricks on you, telling you you can't do
Your
that.
ego.
It's there. It's consistently battling what you're trying to push to do. And the society is not helping you because they're not seeing your vision and they're telling you not to do it. And you can get there. It's okay to get there. It's the rest of your success that you've built, the confidence that you built in the past is what needs to come up higher and explode in your mind. Go back. It's like the piggy bank, Naya. Go back to the piggy bank and see how many things you have in there that can boost that self-esteem again, boost that confidence. Like, no, I can go through this. I can do it. You're allowed to feel like you can't get through something, but that feeling should not stay because you should have your bank of confidence to push you out of it. You know what I'm saying? So you're never going to be fully 100 confident
All
and
the
not
time.
have all the time and not have that voices in the back questioning you like what if well you did your work, you've worked so hard for it, but it's going to take one slip that's going to take that position away from you, you know. So you're always going to have that, but you got to find that drive to say I'm willing to deal with that what if. And if that what if happens, I can pick up from that what if and survive and thrive to it. You know what I'm saying? There are things that I've done in life and I'm like, oh, that was a big old bump. How do I get through it? You know? And then I had to go and push in to get it through. So there are things in my life that has dragged me, but there's that drive within me to do better for me.
There's the confidence. It lies at
Yeah.
there's the confidence, and that's all it is. Maybe it's not a 1 to 100% confident. It's just being confident, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Like
in my eyes, you ladies are a 10 in confidence. Trust me. You know what I mean? Again, it's not how people are not really looking at you. You know what I mean? Like that whole topic we had, and you have to go within to deal with the what if, all that you just mentioned now. You have to go within, and that's where your confidence is. It's within. It's finding who you are. It's learning who you are, accepting what you are, and like Naya mentioned, gratitude, right? Being grateful for who you are, and your confidence is automatically there at a 10 or at 100.
It's there. It's you tapping into it.
Yeah,
How
definitely.
often do you tap into it?
Yeah. Use your negative as a fuel.
Yep,
Use your
it's your
trauma to fuel
feeling,
you,
yeah, your
not
beliefs, your feelings,
don't
your trust in it.
cradle in and not. I mean, I'm only saying it from my own. I'm not a psychiatrist or counselor, but cradling within, and yeah, cry. Shoot, that hurt. It hurt. It hurt my confidence really bad. But guess what? Suck it up, Buttercup. Get up on the train and do it again. Let's go. How better can you do it next time?
Me today. I was like, I'm just gonna laugh now because I can't hold it in anymore.
Seriously, suck it up.
Buttercup.
Like there is no way. I don't know. I might be, I don't know, one way in my mind. It just sees it. I tell it to shut up. That's literally what I say to
Tell
that
it to
voice.
shut up.
I
Suck
tell
it
that
up,
voice to
Buttercup.
suck it up, Buttercup, and just
That's
get
the
it done, because
title
you
for
sitting in
today's
this
show.
bed is not helping you. You contemplating on, am I going to do it or not, is not helping you. Have you ever heard of the thing you second guess when you're going to turn in a car? Like if you're turning, you're either going to turn or don't. That's how you get into accidents. You can't second guess what you're going to do. You just got to go. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel.
Ultimately, we know what we need to do. It's getting over that fear,
Yes.
whatever that is.
And it's much better on the other side than the side that you decide to stay in. Usually what you're afraid of is going to lead you to something better. And that's been proven.
Yep, yep. All right,
Come
guys.
on, Vanilla, you
anything
got
else?
any more questions?
Well, yeah, you were firing at us.
No, I'm sorry. Claudia went deep, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh my God.
Claudia always
Like,
goes deep. That's
I
a
know,
problem.
it's
So I
like-
told you, stop making me talk.
No, let's not even go there. Because it's like, okay, we didn't make you talk, and you
Yeah.
won't shut up. But let's thrive, right, ladies?
That's right.
Shut up,
That's
Claudia,
right.
and thrive.
Thrive.
Wow.
I'm thriving.
We are awesome. Well, my quote or my takeaway from today is with the definition of confidence is to know yourself. Get to know yourself, and you will become confident, and you will be confident. That's it from me.
For me, it's do things that you love, do things that you know will make you happy, because that's where you're gonna find your confidence and your happiness.
Yes.
For me, will be is challenge yourself. What scares you is going to make you better in the end. Find that inner drive that you have inside, because we all have it. Tap into it. Tap, tap. And- Remember that? Tap, tap.
tap.
Tap, tap in. And then everything should be, it's going to be scary, but I'm thinking you're going to like the results after you pushed yourself. And read Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins.
You're
Yeah.
about to get paid. I'm just gonna put the heart.
I should be
Y'all
getting
be
paid.
shooting some bucks, man. Like, come on.
Yeah,
be
like-
steady. What's your
Audible, all these
Goggins.
places need to be giving us some
come
codes.
on,
Your
some
government.
love?
Give us some discount codes.
Well, I'm
know,
confident
right?
enough that
Links.
pretty soon we definitely will be having some discount codes. But for now, all we have is Instagram,
That's
YouTube,
right.
Twitter, Facebook, peoples. Let's go, BFFs.
And our
Join,
podcast
subscribe.
streaming platforms, like listen, like
Yeah,
follow,
and
do all
YouTube to
that
watch
stuff.
our beautiful faces.
Faces.
Just share with your friends, share with your family. Show us some love on Instagram, preferably, I think, but everywhere you prefer, go ahead. Spotify, you never heard of it?
Yeah.
What is it? Like, I know all my family haven't heard of Spotify or Apple, iPad, none of that stuff. But click the links, click on the
It'll
bell,
take you right there.
and listen for about an hour and a half. Give us some love, show us some love. We love you, and really would love to hear back.
What's in your
what
car ride?
Yes, we want to hear about what's in your cup, what's in your confidence, and what's in your car ride, and what's in your Apple headphones. Yes, confidence, ladies.
Yes.
Check that piggy bank. It's full
What's
of something,
that?
man.
Let's check that
Remember
piggy
the
bank.
piggy bank? The more
Nope.
you put, the more goods you put in. When somebody throws a negative at you, you can go in your piggy bank and see what you have inside.
Grab a good.
Yeah. Like,
I
let's say
haven't send me the
somebody,
piggy bank my
Reserve.
way, and as
somebody
long as
tells
you're
you,
author.
somebody tells you they love you every day, that should go into your piggy bank. So if you've
Oh.
accomplished a test that you thought was so hard to get through, but you've managed to make it and you had the support to do it, that should go in your piggy bank. You got a new job that you never thought that you would ever get, that should go in your piggy bank. You accomplished a mile of run which you thought you could never walk down the street, that should go in your piggy bank. And then every time you feel that I can't get out of bed today to make a mile, check that piggy bank.
Cute. I need to get myself a piggy bank.
Girl, you have one. I know you do. You just don't call it a
I'm
piggy
gonna
bank.
actually write and put in there. Journaling in a
No.
piggy bank.
Yeah,
Gratitude,
Do that anyway.
journaling. There you go. There's your
There you
piggy
go.
bank.
That's right. Thanks for
All right,
listening.
everyone. Shut up and thrive.
Whoop, whoop.
We hope you're thriving, and
Yes.
please share your thriving topics with us.
Thrive
And
with
we
us.
will see you next week.
Bye bye.
Peace.
Whoop, whoop.